Hey guys, Jay here with another wig styling video. Today I'm styling a wig for the character Reinhard from ReZero. I mentioned this in the previous wig video for the Subaru wig, that my group is cosplaying the light novel versions of the characters. Luckily, Reinhard's hair looks pretty much exactly the same in all versions of him. Only his outfit is more detailed in the light novel, but his hair doesn't have any actual changes to it. It's also pretty easy to style. This took about 30 minutes, whereas some other spiked styles, like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII or Sora from Kingdom Hearts, take about a couple of hours each. So for this wig, I'm using one from Arta Wigs, which I believe is pronounced Cane, and it's in the color option Apple Red. This wig alone is already nearly the perfect length I need, just out of the bag. However, I want to add some more texture and layering. I'm deviating a little bit from the design. I personally like the way I've seen some other cosplayers do his hair, where it's a little more poofy than the design, and it looks a little more natural on a human, rather than that weird couple of strands that he has sticking out. To add that texture and layering, I'm using a razor blade. It's just one of those ones that's shaped like a trapezoid that you put in a box cutter. Though I suggest using one of those combs that has the razor blade already in it, as those do the same thing. But the reason that I'm using just a blade is because I've had practice with this for almost 2 decades, even before I knew what cosplay was, and I was doing it on real hair with my friends. So don't blame me if you get hurt. I warned you. Anyway, the technique that I use is I just hold a chunk of hair and scrape toward myself. If you use a comb, you're just combing like normal, but doing short, fast strokes, and then you do it further and further down the strand as you go, and then you repeat as much as you want. The only part of this wig that isn't the right length is the bangs. And I know this because I tried it on before I styled it. I need to lose about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. I can easily do this with scissors. When cutting wig hair, you never want to cut straight across like you do with real hair. The fibers are much thicker, and this looks horrible. The best way to cut wig fibers is to cut upwards at a slight angle. Your scissor blades should be almost parallel to the fibers. The bangs have a specific look to them, and they're parted on the left side of his head, and there's one chunk that goes diagonal down from the part down to about between the eyes. Then one chunk on either side that sort of look like swept bangs. And each one sweeps to whatever side they're on. So like the right sweeps to the right and the left sweeps to the left. And to hold them in place, I use hairspray and then hold that in place with my fingers while I hit it with a hairdryer. To make the kind of poofed, semi-spiky look that I'm going for, I do a mix of just running my hands upward to poof it out, and then back down to sort of level it out a bit, as well as using the blade again to do more layering where needed, and combing out the hair that's not going in the right direction. And I repeat doing these where needed, until the style is what I want it to look like. There's no real way to explain this, you just have to try out different things and see which works for you until you get the desired results that you're after.